So this is a story all about how GoPro made a total pig's ear out of everything. Christmas time, that beautiful time of year where we all show each other how much we love each other by driving ourselves into bankruptcy. And although every camera brand does well at Christmas, one for 10 years has been king: GoPro. It was very simple to use, it was very hardy, and it was quite affordable. But that wasn't really why you got a GoPro. Your nan bought you a GoPro because GoPro built the entire image around being a badass. When you had a GoPro, you weren't just pushing the envelope. No, you were getting the envelope, shredding it into dust, crushing it with some Pro Plus, snorting it, and going skydiving with Patrick Swayze. That is what GoPro was. And to be fair, they weren't fake bros. They earned that rep legit. Back in 2002, Nick Woodman was selling seashell jewelry out of a Volkswagen van in California to raise money for a waterproof camera to better film his surfing bros with. And Nick Woodman knew how to hustle. He even went onto QVC looking like an absolute dork to sell this camera. But it all paid off. 10 years later, and GoPro had 70% of the action cam market and had 45% of the total camcorder market. There was seriously nowhere for GoPro to go but up. No, tell a lie, down. Down was the only way it was gonna go. GoPro earned the reputation of making one thing really, really well. And that was a bit stupid, because inevitably, someone else will always make that one thing better or cheaper. And that's exactly what happened. Xiaomi, Sony, LG, they all made their own duplicate action cams. So what did GoPro do? Absolutely nothing. They kept trundling along the same as usual. The most they did was bring out a budget version of their cam called the Session. And it was total wank, and it sold about as well in 2015 as a Bill Cosby DVD does today. GoPro needed to innovate. GoPro needed to change something. So, they had one trick up their sleeve. Karma.
Karma!
Karma.
Karma!
Karma.
Oh! Karma!
Karma was gonna be a lifesaver. It was like nothing else that GoPro had produced before. This was a drone with a GoPro in it, a flying GoPro. And even better, the GoPro wasn't fixed in there, it wasn't locked in. You could take it out and use it as a regular GoPro. Or what about replacing it? Even better, you could take out the old GoPro when a new model came out and replace it with a new one, solving the problem GoPro had of no repeat customers. And what's this? You can take the gyro out and use it as a gimbal. This is a complete vlogging kit in one. No one's producing anything like this. This was amazing, and I wanted one.
Karma is so much more than a drone!
The problem is that DJI, the drone makers, had cottoned onto the same problem that GoPro never did. That you can't go making just one thing, because no one gives a salted fig about a one-trick pony. So they had already started moving out of just drones into making gimbals themselves, including the DJI Osmo, which we may or may not be filming this episode on. A drone that is also a gimbal. That looked like a clear threat to DJI, like they're just pissing in their pool. And that sounds unfair, but think about it. At this stage, GoPro have never invested in drones or invested in gimbal technology for handheld. No, it was this untested thing that they'd never tried to build. Even after they announced it and people were really impressed by what they saw, DJI came a week later and bitch-slapped them with the Mavic, a teensy-weensy tiny drone. But still, at this stage, Karma looked like it was going to be the top seller for GoPro for Christmas 2016.
Or so we thought.
What the fuck?
Nobody wants to buy a $1,000 kamikaze simulator. And that's exactly what Karma was, because these things started flying erratically and then falling out of the sky. Within 1 month of Karma's launch in October, they had to recall every single model on the market. And then, to pour lemon juice on that wound, give every single Karma customer a brand new GoPro Hero 5, the very model they were going to release this Christmas 2016. And things didn't get better from there on in. The stocks started tumbling through the floor. They had to fire somewhere around 200 employees and the GoPro company president. And then they tried to fix things, which just looked like an act of desperation, by getting that gimbal out of Karma and selling it separately to you. And they still plan on releasing Karma. It's still being listed as a 2017 product on the market, and the mind boggles about what is going to happen next. A Darkly comic story, really. A company that builds an indestructible camera that no one wants to buy because they already owed one, and it's indestructible. The story about a company who brings out a drone called Karma that will supposedly be their savior, and it comes crashing down to earth, literally. Yeah, it is a perfect case of Schadenfreude at its finest. Except really, we should be not so much laughing at GoPro as learning a lesson from it. The lesson that competition breeds innovation. When GoPro failed to innovate, competition came in and produced new cameras, new technologies, better things for the consumer. However, GoPro may have just mucked things up for us with Karma. Because right now, DJI, they own this market. It's their kingdom, other people are just allowed to play there. And when GoPro stepped up to the plate with this drone and then mucked it up, that just means other companies aren't gonna step up themselves. They're gonna think, no, I can't go there, that's DJI's turf. There will be no competition, therefore there will be no innovation this Christmas. And that's a pretty sad Christmas story, really. That's somewhere between Jingle All the Way and that bit in Home Alone 2 where Kevin's hanging out with the woman covered in pigeon shit. Merry Christmas.